Hi there, and welcome back to my channel, Full Stack Explorers. And in today's video, we will work on making the UI dynamic by getting the data from user and storing it in the state. After that, we will display the data from state to UI. Let's get started now. Above our table section, make a div, and in the div, we will make two more div. One div will have the input field as text area, which will have 6 columns. The other div will have a button as Add to Do. Now, after adding the rows in the text area, let's add some styling here too. We will add some styling in the button too. Alright, as the styling is done, let's make a state above. We will use UseState here, and now question is, what is UseState? Those who don't know, let me explain. UseState is a special function in React that lets you add state to your functional components. State is like a memory that allows your component to remember things even after the function is run. For example, if you're building a counter, you can use UseState to keep track of the number and update it when the user clicks a button. The state we just made will handle all the values we add from the text area input field. When we clicked on Add to Do button, the data will be displayed as an object form which will be stored in an array. Don't worry, I'll show how we can do it in a moment. Below that, we will make another state which will get the single value from that input field which user will enter. Now let's create a method here. This method will be called when user clicked on Add to Do button. In this method, first we will check user does enter an empty string by using trim method. We will set the state of CE to value and store the value which user entered. In that state, we will use spread operator and set the latest value in that state. What spread operator will do is save the previous values along with new values too. To avoid redline warning, which from TypeScript, we can give our state type as any for now. Alright, let's add value field in the text area, and which will hold new to do initial value, which is an empty string. In onChange method, we will set the state value which user will enter, and we will get that value from E, which is an event.target.value. Lastly, we'll call our method in the Add to Do button by adding an on-click listener there. Alright, let's add a console above which will show the array of to-do, storing the values which user will enter. Let's check the changes in the browser now and check the UI too. As I'm in the browser and the UI is looking good so far. Alright, let's open the Inspect and click on Console tab. Remove the console and let's add some to-dos now and check the console too. When I clicked on Add button, you will see the working in an array in console. As you can see, we have a value now, as working which we added. Great, it's working as expected. Let's make the UI dynamic and show those added values in the table. Get back to the project again. Remove the console first. Or scroll down a bit. Except first TR data, remove other TRs as we don't need it anymore. Now cut that TR and make an empty curly brackets, which by the use to show dynamic data. Here we will add a condition like, if we got data in to-dos array to show the map data, else nothing need to show. And in that map method with to-do array, we paste the TR data which we cut before. Those who don't know what map method do, let me explain. In JSX, which is the syntax used in React, the map method is often used to loop through an array and render a list of elements. This is a JavaScript method that takes an array, loops through each item, and applies a function to each item. It returns a new array with the results. In JSX, you can use map to create a list of components dynamically based on the data in an array. Back to our code again, in that map we use to do as a variable which hold the value in each object and index as a number. Now replace the 1 with curly brackets index plus 1. We did it because every first index is 0, so we start counting from 1. replace the eat with todo.text. This will show the value of our to-do. Now back to our handle add to-do method. When we set the to-do value, we will also empty our input field so user can easily enter new value. Alright, everything is done now. Let's check the changes in the browser now. As we are in the browser, let's add some values to check if it's working or not. As you can see, it's showing the value instantly below in the table with our count. Now you can add as many values as you want. That's it for now. If you like my videos, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel to support my work. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next videos now. Happy coding!